to you, to a space built from broken pieces, mended with courage and carried by the quiet strength of voices once silenced. This isn't just a podcast, it is a home for truth. It's a place where scars are not shame, but proof of survival, where healing is not a straight line, but a journey we walk together. Every story you'll hear here has its own heartbeat. Some still ache. Thank you for the daily. Some are still learning to mend. And some are finally free. But all are here to remind you, you are not alone. You are becoming. So wherever you are right now, moving, still, or simply breathing, let these voices wrap around you. Take what comforts you, leave what doesn't, and remember always, your story matters. Your voice belongs. So let's begin. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Thank you for the follow. Let's bring you up in a side by side. There we go. You'll have to come on camera because it won't record if you don't.
I gotta figure out how to do it.
So click on your picture.
I did. It's showing me a camera, but it won't let it.
Oh, have you ever been live?
No.
That's why. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I can't even request her to do the camera. It's gonna have to be audio only. I can get the audio, but we're gonna have to do it with audio only. Okay. But I do want you to know, thank you for coming. And let me move this sticker. We can delete that. I want to thank you for coming. I want you to know that if there's any questions that we come across that you're uncomfortable answering, then just say that and we can take a pause so you can gather yourself or just take a moment to breathe. If there's the question that you don't want to answer at all, then just say, I'm not comfortable answering that. Be elaborate, or not elaborate, but damn it, I can't think of the word. I'm running so behind, I'm sorry. Try to be as much in detail as you can without saying too much so people understand. Hey, Ed, how are you? Thank you for coming into the Power of One Voice. Getting ready to do a podcast. Thank you so much. So anytime you want to take a break, just let me know, okay?
Okay.
We'll pause at any time. And then do you know how to pause?
No.
Okay. Do you know how to turn your microphone off?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll click on your picture and you'll just click it off so you can do what you got to do, okay?
All right.
All right. Welcome to the Power of One Voice, where truth becomes healing and every story reminds us we are never alone. Today's story is one of deep pain, raw honesty, and powerful transformation. She has walked through childhood sexual abuse, the loss of her only sibling, her husband, and her father. She battles PTSD, ADHD, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia, and still found her strength to rise. 8 years clean, and over a year sober. She's proof that even in dark moments, you can choose life. This episode isn't about survival. This episode is about survival, self-worth, and the long road back to peace. So let's begin. Susan, you good?
Yep, I'm good.
The pain that shaped me. So let's go back to the beginning, to the places where the pain started, but the strength began forming. What do you remember most about your childhood before the trauma began?
Before what? I'm sorry.
Before the trauma began.
That's all I remember is the trauma. Because if it wasn't me being sexually abused, it was my dad abusing my mother. So it started from day one.
Okay. So was it physical with your mom? Was it sexual with your mom? Or was it just like verbal?
It was physical. My father was very physical.
Okay.
He was a very abusive man when he was younger.
Okay. How did childhood sexual abuse affect the way you saw yourself growing up?
I had very low self-esteem. I looked at myself like I wasn't good enough for anybody. I was never happy because everything that I had to do with satisfying everybody else instead of being a child. I wasn't allowed to be a child. And it wasn't because my mom didn't let me be a child. It's because my stepdad didn't let me be a child.
Okay.
And it wasn't just one stepdad. I had two stepdads like that.
What was the hardest part about keeping that pain inside?
I would bury myself in my music and cry. That's all you could do at that point is you would have to bury yourself in something to keep it inside and keep it a secret. Because if you didn't keep it a secret, then you didn't know what you were gonna face if you didn't. You didn't know if he was gonna really do what he said he's gonna do if you tell somebody.
So he threatened you a lot?
All the time, every day.
What type of threats?
I'll kill your mom, I'll kill your brother. When we're in the car, we'll go over the bridge. I'll rape your mom.
How did losing your only sibling change your sense of family and safety?
When I lost my brother, I lost my world. When my parents brought him home from the hospital, they handed him to me and said, "This is yours, protect him. He's yours." So when they would have parties as a child, I would take him in the bedroom and he would be mine. So I took that as a serious situation. So I did that the whole time we were growing up. I even took that serious as we were adults to protect him. That was mine. He was mine. So when he passed away, my whole universe crashed. He's all I had. So I put everything I had into my husband after he passed away. and my children because I didn't know how to deal with his death. But then 16 months later, I had my husband pass away.
What do you miss most about your husband, and how do you keep him close to you?
Um, I miss everything about him.
Oh, don't do that. Just so everybody knows, Susan and I actually went to school together. She is my sister-in-law. She was married to my husband's brother, and they have children together. So I just wanted to say that. How did your father passing shift the way you view grief and healing?
When my father passed, I never knew that kind of pain existed at all. That's a whole different type of pain. Especially when I was the only one there. And I did it by myself. So I was alone. I have a sister that is 10 years younger, and she didn't want to be there, and she wouldn't be there. So it was just me.
And what does grief feel like to you now compared to when it first started?
It gets harder as I get older and watch everybody leave. It's a lot harder to deal with the pain and the grief. But I noticed if I stay clean and sober, I can get through it a lot easier than when I was doing drugs and alcohol, and because I can heal and not cover it up.
As a person, how have all these losses shaped you today?
It's made me one hell of a strong woman. One hell of a strong woman. I don't take a whole lot of crap from a whole lot of people anymore. I have learned that I am important too, and my feelings do matter.
Grief has a way of changing how we move through the world, but sometimes it also shows us who we really are. Behind every smile, there's often a storm that no one else sees. How has living with the PTSD, the ADHD, the bipolar, and the schizophrenia impacted your daily life?
It's hard. If I'm not on my medications, it's hard because I am not a very nice person. If I'm medicated, I'm tolerable. If I'm not on medications, I'm not tolerable. I am a very evil person. And I don't mean to be. But I have noticed it the last few years. So when I stopped taking my medications, which I don't do anymore as much, recently I had to come off of my medications because my brain tumor was growing. So they had to take me off to see if that was causing it. So I was getting evil, and I'm like, you guys got to put me back on it. So daily is hard without my medications.
What's something you wish others understood about mental illness?
I wish they understood that it is real. it definitely is real, and it is the hardest thing that you live with. The hardest thing you could ever live with.
Well, what makes your hardest days? What do your hardest days look like, and how do you make it through them each day?
Um, the days that you wake up and you just don't want to be here anymore, and you lay here and you cry and you don't want to leave your bed, are the hardest days. Um, and how I make it through is I think of my children, my grandchildren, my mom, my aunt, and know that they care about me, and I need to get up and move, because if I don't, I know I won't be here.
And grandkids?
17 of them.
Did you say 17
Yes,
grandchildren?
ma'am. And I got 3 great.
And why did I not know this? Why did I not know this? My mouth just hit the floor like, what?
I love my grandbabies.
What helps you when your thoughts start becoming overwhelming and loud?
Sometimes I will go for a ride in the car and just blare music, because that's the only thing that I can get, how I get myself through, because I got to get louder than them voices.
Okay.
I got to get louder than them voices, because I just can't. And I definitely can't focus when them voices are going. So I just drive and blare my music.
Okay. Well, then you answered number 13, how you find your peace in the chaos of your mind. What has therapy or medication or self-work taught you about acceptance?
Oh. I'm still learning acceptance. At 51, still learning acceptance, but it's hard. I'm getting there. Because after Glenn passed away, I felt not good enough. So I had to relearn how to accept myself for who I am and for what I am. Because some of my children wanted me to live my life the way they wanted me to, instead of me living the way I wanted to.
The mind can be a battlefield, but even battles can be survived. When you start believing in your own worth, so let's talk about the climb, the fight to take back your life from the addiction. How did the addiction first take a hold of your life?
About 3 weeks after I lost Glenn, I ran into a friend, and she said, "Try this. This will numb you. You'll get through it, and this will numb you." So, me being me, I tried it. It numbed me, and I liked it.
Can I ask what it was?
I did an 8-ball of coke a weekend. And then it got to, I was doing more and more and more.
Did you ever use anything else?
No. Every now and then I'd smoke a joint, but that just wasn't good enough. And that was only to go to sleep.
To come down?
Yeah.
But
But but Coke was my choice, and I liked the way it made me feel. So that was that's what I wanted to do. So I did that for probably about 9 or 10 months. And then I moved to Findlay with a friend. He's like, I'll help you get off. And I remember there was 3 weeks laying on his couch, just throwing up and throwing up and throwing up. And I was so sick. And I'm like, why am I doing this? And he said, you were addicted. And he said, you were bad addicted. He said, I don't know how much you were doing. I said, a lot, all day long, from the time I got up, from the time I went to bed.
What was your breaking point? The moment you said, I can't live like this anymore?
I had a boyfriend grab me by my throat, slide me up the wall, choked me till I blacked out, and I went chasing him down the street with a knife. That was my breaking point. I had to go. I've never in my life ever been that violent in my life.
So after the abuse and the addiction, how did you find the courage to get clean?
I just knew that if I kept doing it, I would never ever see my grandchildren again. And at that point, my grandchildren were little, and I was missing out. Definitely missing out.
What part has been the hardest part staying sober?
The hardest part is I've lost all my friends. I got clean. I lost half my friends. I got sober. I lost the other half. So I think I have a total of one friend left. So, I mean, it is what it is, but I'm okay with it. I have a very peaceful life. So, I mean, I'm definitely okay with it.
Okay. What keeps you committed with the temptation or pain, or when the temptation or the pain comes back?
I go find something to do. Keep myself very, very busy. I'm always on the go.
Did you start like using anything else after the coke to like something like me? I drink Monster.
No.
Okay. That's like my new addiction is Monster.
I guess my new addiction probably tea. That's the only thing I really drink. Tea or Sprite.
What has sobriety taught you about love, especially self-love?
If you don't love yourself.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up a little bit. I don't know
if you hear me now.
Yeah.
If you don't love yourself, you can't love somebody else.
Okay.
That is a very important thing. If you do not love yourself, you cannot love somebody else at all.
What advice would you give someone in early recovery who feels hopeless?
Don't feel hopeless, because there is somebody out there that will be there for you, help you through it, and help pick you back up. There is always somebody out there that will help you because they've been there where you are.
Recovery isn't just about quitting, it's about learning to live again. And sometimes it's that rebuilding that we rediscover who we are always meant to be. Once the storm quiets, healing asks you to rebuild, to love yourself again. What does self-worth mean to you today?
Oh, self-worth means everything to me now. Um, Definitely. Yeah. I feel like I'm my most important person. I am very important to myself and to everybody else, I think, because if it wasn't for me, um, there's a lot of people that wouldn't be taken care of in my family, because my aunt tells me all the time, and my mom, if it wasn't for you, Susan K, I don't know where I'd be.
Has forgiveness of yourself or others played a role in your healing?
Yes, because you have to forgive yourself before you could heal.
How did you forgive yourself?
Um, a lot of outlook on your life. You have to step by step go through some of the things that you feel that you did wrong, and focus and say, it was a mistake, and people do make mistakes, and it's okay.
And how do you remind yourself that you're worthy when doubt creeps in?
Ooh, that's a hard one. um, you just have to remind yourself that, you can do this, and it's just, that's definitely a hard one. I don't know, because sometimes it does creep in.
Okay. What does rebuilding your life look like now?
Um, it's it's actually looking really good. Um, it's positive. I work part-time. Um, I have an amazing boyfriend. Um, Life has treated me so good. I own my own home. I have my own car. I mean, things that I didn't have when I had my addiction,
Okay.
or even was drinking even.
What does I'm sorry. How has healing changed the way you see your pain now?
Um, with me healing, I learned pain was supposed to create who I am today. Um, it definitely created who I am today. Um, and it's supposed to. It makes you who you are. It makes you a stronger person. It makes you a better person. And sometimes it can make you a meaner person, but then you realize, hey, we can't do this.
Mhm. I do. What does your peace look and feel like for you?
Amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Um, my peace has came so, so calmly this year, and so amazing this year. My father passed away, and on his deathbed, he says, everything will come to you in this next couple years, Sissy, I promise. And he kissed me and told me he loved me for the last time. And I can just remember him saying that. And then where I'm at today, he's definitely my angel. Definitely my angel.
How has helping others helped you heal?
Um, it definitely has helped me heal a lot, because I know that I was the one that was there, taking step by step and doing everything that I could do for them when they were in need. And it helped me heal to know that I'm helping somebody else.
When we choose healing, we don't erase the pain, we transform it into light. Every story has a turning point, the moment when survival becomes purpose. So, what would you tell your younger self if you could sit with her today?
Um, Focus, love yourself, and don't ever forget that you are important.
Okay. How do you stay grounded when life tests your peace?
You're really asking me that one. Oh, um, just take a deep breath and walk away. That's what I have to do. Because if I don't, then you already know it's no good.
What gives you strength on the days when you feel alone?
My cats. I have, it's funny as it sounds, I have anxiety cats. So if I get really anxious, like now, I have two on my lap.
So, emotional support cats.
Yes.
Okay.
They said they don't understand how I did it, but I have four of them.
Okay. What does "you are not alone" mean to you now?
Everything. Because nobody is ever alone. Ever. Somebody will always have somebody to back them, to stand beside them, because you'll never be alone. I promise you. I thought I was, but I wasn't.
What message do you hope that your story leaves behind for others?
That you can heal and you are loved and things can change in your life. And sobriety is so amazing.
Well, that was the last question. And I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Healing isn't about forgetting, it's about standing in your truth and surviving what tried to break you and still choosing love. If you're listening right now and struggling, know this: you are not alone. And I don't know why that almost made me cry. There is a light ahead, even if you can't see it yet. Her voice reminds us that no matter the trauma, no matter the diagnosis, no matter the loss, you still matter. You deserve joy, peace, and a life that feels like it's yours again. Keep your head up. Healing is possible, even when it hurts. And remember, stay raw, stay real, and stay rare. I have some resources. The sexual abuse hotline is RAIN, 1-800-656-4673. The substance abuse and mental health is 1-800-662-4357. 988 is the suicide and crisis lifeline. Call or text 988. The National Alliance on Mental Illness, 1-800-950-NAMI, NAMI, and the National Domestic Violence Hotline, 1-800-799-SAFE. Thank you, Susan. Just stay right there. Just stay right there.
All right.